Oh no. Okay, welcome once again to ask us anything. In fact, anything you can ask because today we've also got Arun Dhanta and he's ready to take all kinds of tough questions. He covers the BJP, I cover the Congress party and आज दोनों में थोड़ा बहुत इसलिए मिलन है because both of them are talking about the manifesto, but अपने अपने तरीके से. So, Arun, the whole controversy which has arisen is because of a couple of points in the Congress manifesto. And one important point which they raised is that we'll give special rights and mention and protection to the religious minorities. Uska jo interpretation PM has made is that this is like the constitution of the Muslim League. Why do you think that is the BJP strategy? Is this what they're going to do, keep on doing?
Well, see, first of all, congratulations to you for your wonderful and timely interview of
Thank you very much. Very nice of you.
Coming back to your question, I think Prime Minister Modi has set the tone for 2024 Lok Sabha elections for his party colleagues. That how they will have to go about this Congress manifesto. Why Prime Minister Modi and others have been speaking on this line. Now, what point they are raising? They are saying that, look, Congress's manifesto talks about that if they will come to power, they will bring back 370 and 35A. So they call it that this is the manifesto of Indian Muslim League. And they're also saying that Congress party in their manifesto talks about raising that 50% reservation for OBC, SC, and for which, of course, BJP has been saying that for them there are only 4 castes: Yuva, Mahila, farmers, and Garib. These are the 4 castes which they have identified, and they are saying that for us, everybody else does not exist. Everything comes under these 4 castes. That's what they are saying. And thirdly, what they are saying, that why they call it this manifesto is Indian Muslim League's manifesto, is that they are talking about the caste census. I mean, of course, we know that Nitish Kumar is back in the fold of NDA in Bihar. I mean, it was Nitish Kumar, of course, at the first place who demanded that caste census that happened in Bihar. Now, BJP is saying 3 or 4 points, which I just mentioned, in which they are saying that, look, these are the things which makes this manifesto of the Congress party against the nation. And also on top of it, they are saying that it's a bundle of lies. In any ways, they're not coming to power. So there is no use of it. Right. And the interview that you did with Jairam Ramesh, I mean, the interview part we heard. What was the off-camera talk, which happened, of course, before the interview and perhaps after the interview?
On camera, Arun, you must have seen him shouting at me. Off camera, he was shouting even more. He's saying, you people, aap log bhi mile hue ho, you people are peddling the point of view of the BJP. And in fact, he said this also on record, Arun. He also said that if you look at the history of the BJP and the RSS actually and the Jan Sangh, they were the ones who have been very apologetic to the British. They were actually in alliance with the Muslim League. So today, for them to say that a Congress party is like the Muslim League or the manifesto is like the Muslim League is just a lie. But the second thing, Arun, is that everyone thinks, especially because Western UP is the first phase which is going to go to polls on 19th. So the Congress says, we expected this from the Prime Minister. He wants a polarization. So the more the polarization takes place, the more it helps the BJP. Is that the thinking within the BJP?
And he made this first jibe about Congress manifesto in Saharanpur, and we know Saharanpur has a Muslim-dominated seat. And thereafter, we are seeing every BJP leader is speaking in that line. But of course, I mean, many, because in your interview I was hearing Jairam Ramesh, and he was saying that it was this Hindu Mahasabha of Shyam Prasad Mukherjee, who was in the alliance with that government before the independence in Bengal. I was speaking to some BJP leaders before this, before this live we started, and they were saying that there is this false narrative which is being peddled around. Actually, what happened, what he told me was that the government, which formed in 1937, I think in Bengal, in Sindh, and it was, of course, with the alliance of Indian Muslim League. Then I think in 1941, he tells me that Indian Muslim League took back their support from that government, and then it was then only it was Shyam Prasad Mukherjee's Hindu Mahasabha and I think Forward Bloc joined that alliance, which ran the government. So that's the point which he told me. I think we'll have to check how right he was while making that off-camera statement to me. But of course, BJP would want, I think it happens in politics. We see that every action of the government would of course be countered by the opposition. And now we are seeing that whatever Congress party is doing, it is being objected by BJP with equal force. When we in fact did not expect that this manifesto thing would go this far. That Prime Minister Modi not only talking about this in Saharanpur, he's spoken about it in Rajasthan, and now today, in fact, JP Nadda is speaking. So what they are doing, that they want to make sure, we all know the narrative and the agenda of Bharatiya Janata Party and how they want to take election forward, and with they know their audiences, who are the people who are going to vote for them. So accordingly, I think they are planning their strategy, and we are seeing that after a gap of 2-3 days, one big leader is coming out and speaking about the manifesto of the Congress party. But right now, of course, Pallavi, the focus would shift, I think, in this week on the manifesto of Bharatiya Janata Party. So
I was just going to come to that. But let me tell you, if the BJP is talking about the Congress manifesto in private, the Congress is very happy. They said, "Koi to baat kar raha hai, media nahi kar rahi, kam se kam BJP to baat kar rahi."
That's true.
But let's talk about the BJP manifesto. I was going to come to that for that. So, what are they going to call it? Because the Congress is calling theirs the Nyay Patra. What are they going to call theirs? And kab tak aayega BJP ka manifesto?
See, today when I was speaking to somebody in the BJP, they said that this week we can expect BJP's Sankalp Patra, not manifesto, because they are saying that we don't talk about manifesto. We don't know what is manifesto. For us, what is Sankalp Patra, and we will fulfill it. And I was about to say this thing to you when that since 1980, this will be the first Sankalp Patra of Bharatiya Janata Party when you will not see Article 370 and Ram Mandir.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Correct. You're correct.
It has always been
part of
it has been completed.
But anything new? Because PM keeps on saying, "Na, mera agenda abhi bahut unfinished hai. Aage dekhiye hota hai."
He said, "Abhi trailer hai." He said, "Abhi tak 10 saal mein we had only shown you trailer. Picture is puri baki hai." So I think abhi manifesto mein what they have done, they had 2 meetings of their manifesto committee. Of course, it has 27 members in that committee, or Rajnath Singh is leading that. But of course, they have sought suggestions from people, and that's how it happens. But ultimately, we all know, there will be things which they have already finalized, which they will be concluding or making part of that Sankalp Patra. But the focal point which we're given to understand, Pallavi, is that, of course, the forecast that we talk about, Mahila, Yuva, Poor and Farmers. These are the forecasts which will be the focal point of BJP's Sankalp Patra. And एक नारा हम सुनते थे पहले कि अयोध्या सिर्फ झांकी है, काशी मथुरा बाकी है. So we've been asking this question from those members of the manifesto committee कि इस बार कुछ टेम्पल को लेकर, मंदिर को लेकर कुछ आने वाला है. But yeah, Mohan Bhagwat ka, if you listen to Mohan Bhagwat का आपको याद होगा what he said. He said कि there will be no campaign around Kashi Vishwanath temple or Mathura temple. So we just don't try to find shivling everywhere. Mohan Bhagwat ne ye kaha tha. So they have, I think, made their stand clear as far as RSS is concerned. Ki Ram temple, I think that's enough for them. As of now, they will not run any campaign for Mathura and Kashi. So we'll have to see what will be part of BJP's Sankalp Patra, but it will be, of course.
You tell us now. Let's make 3 guesses. What do you think? Let's think of 3 guesses, because it's very difficult to predict the Prime Minister anyway. So ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हम गलत ही होंगे ना. So let's think of 3 guesses. I can't actually.
3 guesses. I mean, किस चीज को लेकर?
Manifesto में क्या हो सकता है? ऐसा क्या big ticket 3? Uniform Civil Code.
Uniform Civil Code. 100%. Uniform Civil Code, one nation, one
poll. Yeah, correct.
But हाँ, एक चीज है उसमें. अब अगर आप देखोगे कि BJP ensures even after in 2014 their Sankalp Patra, they mentioned 20-25 things, and with the 2019 Sankalp Patra, or before that, they brought the report card of their last manifesto of 2014. So I think this time around we'll also see that. and BJP knows it, that they will have to show people, at least talk about it, that what they promised in 2019, what is the status of it. So for them, they can show that UCC is already implemented in Uttarakhand, and one nation, one poll. The report is already submitted to the president. So at least on few parts of their manifesto, they can say that, look, this is what we promised in 2019, and this is the status report. At least if we promise 20 things, out of those 20 things, 11, 15 things are on the verge of happening. So ye bada interesting.
But I'm wondering, Arun, I mean, you also just think, I mean, do manifestos make a difference? I mean, do people vote according to manifestos? But in the case of BJP, the promise of a Ram Mandir and a revocation of Article 370 perhaps really worked. But the ministers also had to keep on and on talking about him. I don't know if the Congress's manifesto and some of the topics, is that really possible? I mean, do you think manifestos work?
Well, I think it's all about the narrative, and I think we know how BJP really, takes an issue forward. There have been multiple instances which, in the politics of this country, in last 50, 70 years, we have not seen those issues being taken forward or dragged in that manner the way BJP did it. So for them, even if there will be nothing significant in this manifesto, they will ensure that they create a narrative in the country that this is the manifesto, and we are the ones who are talking about these things in our Sankalp Patra, and it's Modi ki guarantee, because this time around the theme that we are learning, Pallavi, is going to be Modi ki guarantee Viksit Bharat. So BJP would want to create a narrative that if we have put these things in our Sankalp Patra, then it is going to be guaranteed implemented on the ground. And BJP, of course, is very good. Their machinery is very good to actually create that narrative, and to whether it is for the optics or as you said, it doesn't really that much work on the ground. But the reality is that BJP will not spare even a single opportunity to, of course, create an event and then get something out of that event.
So talking about events, the Congress Party's manifesto was quite frugal, I would say. It was not very flamboyant. I mean, as expected, on stage was Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi. They took a couple of questions. That's it. And in fact, even from the Congress Party in that little area which was there were very few leaders who really turned up. I mean, those who were considered to be close to Rahul Gandhi came. Seniors mein se zyada log nahi the. Obviously, the PM is going to be there, but are they planning to do it in Delhi itself? Because the Congress did it in Delhi at the AICC headquarters. Then they did one in Telangana, Hyderabad, and one they did in Jaipur. So it's the BJP, because they are known to spring some surprises.
100% it will be in
Ayodhya?
Delhi.
Ayodhya mein to nahi karenge kuch?
No, it will be in Delhi, as far as
I'm just guessing.
I know it by today, that it will be in Delhi, and Prime Minister Modi, Amit Shah and JP Nadda, they all will be present, I guess, in that manifesto launch. But tell me something about this. I mean, we have discussed about BJP's manifesto, but Congress's manifesto, I mean, if BJP is talking about that this manifesto is a bundle of lies, and they are saying that it is something which is equating with the Indian Muslim League's manifesto, what are the important points beside this in this manifesto? I mean, I heard that something was related to this apprenticeship. I think there will be some amendment, or something they will be bringing if they come to power related to apprenticeship for the youths. What is that?
Yeah, so there's a right to work. There's a right to work thing that they've made into manifesto. And, for example, things like internship. And those who don't have a job, and if they're not getting a job somewhere, the party, I don't know how they're going to do it, but the party is going to try and get them some kind of an apprenticeship, something paid, stipend and all that. But, what are interesting, because this manifesto release took a day after, within 24 hours, it lost two leaders. Like Vijender Singh joined, then there was, I think, Gaurav Vallabh. So in the manifesto, they have this clause that they are going to make a change in the 10 schedule, immediate disqualification of anyone who defects. So ये बड़ा interesting मुझे इसलिए लगा, because it is very much an acknowledgement by the Congress party that they are losing people, they are going to lose perhaps more people, so they want to teach a lesson. And the second thing they've also said is that they believe in this theory of bail rather than jail. कम से कम लोग जेल जाएं, जहां से ज्यादा लोगों को bail मिले. Now, isn't that a problem there? Because that's exactly what suits the BJP's narrative now. The PM and the BJP will say, see, here they're trying to save people who are corrupt.
Well, see,
yeah.
The day Gaurav Vallabh joined, BJP, so I interviewed him. So I asked him this question, that you were joining a party on which there are allegations that this party has a washing machine that washes everything. So he says, on me there is no allegation, so I'm clean. So I can only talk about myself. I cannot talk about the others. So somehow he was also not managed to defend this narrative, which of course opposition parties are saying, that when these leaders were in the opposition, there were multiple corruption cases going on them. Now, when they come to BJP's fold, all the cases are either dropped or they go into the cold storage. But of course, what is happening in Amethi? I mean,
two constituencies are being discussed: Amethi and the second is Mandi. And we are going to talk about Mandi in a little while, because that's your home state. Half my home state, but more your home state.
Half yours.
But I prefer calling myself 100% Bengali. But anyway, so let's talk about Amethi. Amethi is very interesting because I asked this to Jairam, and he told me that, we want him to contest from there. The workers want him to contest. And ultimately, Rahul Gandhi is a loyal soldier of the party, and party, jo bhi kahegi, they'll do. We know it doesn't work really like that. Now, the problem is, I think he's so much under pressure from Smriti Irani, who herself had made a statement today that, he has to immediately announce. It's going to be very difficult for Rahul Gandhi to say no to Amethi. But the catch is that how do you announce Amethi while he's contesting from Wayanad? Because Smriti Irani again did a very smart thing. She went there when Surendran was filing his nomination, and she went and told those people, look, the way he ran away from Amethi, he's going to run away from Wayanad as well. So I don't think the Congress wants to give BJP that narrative कि वो Wayanad से भी भाग सकता है, like he did from Amethi. So they are planning that let's wait for Wayanad polling to be over, and then we are going to decide as far as Amethi goes. But tell me something about Amethi. I mean, the BJP is very, very confident that she's going to win from there. But what about Raebareli? Why is the BJP not even talking about Raebareli? Or they're waiting to see who the Congress announces?
I think they're waiting for the Congress's candidate, because as of now, the leaders in the BJP are telling us that they have finalized 3 names, and there is no single name which they could actually finalize till date. So there is, I think they're waiting for the Congress candidate from Raebareli, and then perhaps we will see BJP releasing their name of candidate from Raebareli. And of course, there are other important seats in Uttar Pradesh, like a seat of this Kesarganj. I mean, what is going to happen in that Kesarganj seat? Who's going to be the candidate? Whether there will be some replacement, or they will continue with the same guy. So we'll have to see that. But I think Raebareli, I think they're waiting for the Congress's candidate first, then only perhaps. So why it is taking too much time in Raebareli seat?
Because they want to announce both together, Amethi and Raebareli. So if in case Amethi, see, the other theory is that let Rahul Gandhi contest from Raebareli, because it's considered to be, handing over from one generation to another. The son taking over by the mother's or father's mantle is considered to be very natural, and make it Priyanka versus Smriti. But my point is that if anyone other than Rahul Gandhi is going to contest from Amethi, straight away the BJP's narrative is कि वो भाग गया. So even if it's someone from the Gandhi family, even if for argument's sake it's Vadra, it's not going to be the same thing. They'll say कि Rahul Gandhi नहीं लड़ेगा, इसलिए he run away. But let's talk about your favorite actor, Kangana Ranaut. She's really very interesting because no one can make her stop talking the way she talks. Himachalis, I'm told, are very, I don't know why people say this. They say they're not like Bengalis. वो शांत प्रवृत्ति के लोग होते हैं हिमाचली, उनको loud mouthed, वो सब नहीं रहता. I think this is just a spin given by you Himachalis. But the point is that You think if a Pratibha Singh or a Vikramaditya Singh contests from Mandi, it could become a little tough fight for Kangana Ranaut, or rather a fight for her?
I think it is. It will, because
Yeah.
I think you have broken this news that Vikramaditya perhaps be pitted against Kangana Ranaut from Mandi seat. And remember, even when Pratibha Singh won that Lok Sabha seat, it was because that happened right after the demise of Veerbhadra Singh. You know, the sixth time Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh, and he, he had that sway in the state, and he was the one leader in the state who would, people would say that if he could contest from any seat in Himachal Pradesh out of 68 seats, assembly seats, he could win any seat there. You know, that was the saying for Veerbhadra Singh. But Pratibha Singh won, Lok Sabha election it was by-election, of course, after the demise of Veerbhadra Singh. But I don't know but it will be interesting fight if Vikramaditya contests from Mandi.
He's also relatively young. He's also relatively young.
He's
quite aggressive in his own way.
He's doing good in Himachal Pradesh. He has a good fan following, especially in youths. But and that I don't know whether it is restricted to only his constituency, because at this moment Vikramaditya has 2-3 constituencies from where he can win, 100% he can win from those 2 or 3 assembly seats. But as far as, and that assembly seat does not fall in Mandi. Those 3 assembly seats are away from Mandi, so those seats are not part of Mandi. But if he contests from Mandi, this will be a very interesting fight, because I think he doesn't have anything to lose. I mean, if Congress party leadership wants him to contest, then he will contest, but he will not, of course, lose his MLA-ship there. He can continue with that even if he loses. But apart from Vikramaditya and Pratibha Singh, if somebody else is come to compete with Kangana Ranaut, I don't think there will be any competition.
So even if the Congress decides to field an actor, suppose it decides to field an actor, and I can't think of any, because I remember in private the Congress was, they were thinking, initially they thought that they'll make some actor contest. So Preeti Zinta is ruled out. Someone mentioned Yami Gautam, Bilaspur.
Yami Gautam's name was there.
Yeah, but I don't know, because she's expecting, so I don't think she's going to be contesting. So they'll have to look for someone who's really strong. But this much I can tell you, that when Priyanka Gandhi Vadra met up with the Himachal Congress leader, she told him very categorically कि सब seats important है, लेकिन सबसे ज़्यादा important है Mandi में हराना ही है.
And there is a very important thing about this, very interesting thing rather, Pallavi, about this Mandi seat, and I would want to share with our viewers today, that Kangana Ranaut was nowhere in the contention for Mandi constituency from the BJP side, because I spoke to 2-3 very important people in Himachal BJP, and they said that they have a very set process. I think it will be the same in other parties as well, that they have a certain categorization of the candidates. They start with 10 candidates, then come to 5, and then finally they zeroed on to 3 candidates. And Kangana's name was nowhere even in those 3 candidates. And interesting part is that when BJP conducted that survey, the latest survey before they decided on Mandi's Lok Sabha seat, they found that all 3 of them were losing.
Oh, so she has a good chance, they think.
All 3 of them were losing, and then finally it came from the central leadership side that let's bring Kangana Ranaut, because she was interested in politics, and she had given multiple fillers even in the past. That in fact there were a few talks that she would contest the assembly elections of 2022 in Himachal, but that didn't happen. But this time around, when BJP did their latest survey before that, of course, meeting of the CEC, they found all 3 of them were losing. Then it was decided at the last moment that let's give Kangana Ranaut an opportunity, and here she is.
And there you have her. There she is.
But there is resentment on the ground. There are people, in Mandi,
the local BJP maybe must be feeling angry.
And also because Jairam Thakur was not part of those 3 people.
The decision. Okay.
No, the 3 candidates which BJP had in their survey, Jairam Thakur was not there. Remember, Jairam Thakur also comes from Mandi. He's from Mandi.
Yeah.
So Jairam Thakur was not part of those three people, because if Jairam Thakur contests from there, then probably he could win, because he has a good support there. But they did not want to risk, losing NMLA, because situation is already very critical in Himachal, na.
So there's one question I can see which has just come in, because before we start wrapping up, you answer this one, though I know you'll tell me to answer, but please answer. One, life and living, I don't know, ask me, but Robert Vadra's name figures in the Amethi seat. Now, tell me something, Arun. In case Robert Vadra contests from Amethi, BJP के लिए तो platter पे हो गया issue. Yeah?
Absolutely. और इसमें बहुत सारे issues हैं, क्योंकि एक तो परिवारवाद को लेकर BJP has been very high and they've been hitting Congress party on Parivarvad. And now if you have Robert Vadra, we all know he has already, said this, that he's interested. I think off late I heard him saying that he's interested in contesting elections.
Yeah,
he doesn't
just a few days back. Like if people want him, he doesn't mind contesting from Amethi.
The first problem would be कि भाई परिवारवाद Congress में खत्म नहीं हो रहा. Now see, Rahul Gandhi lost from here. Now they are bringing Robert Vadra. And secondly, the what BJP will in fact take the advantage of this situation in Amethi, especially Smriti Irani, के Rahul Gandhi डर गए.
Exactly.
क्योंकि Rahul Gandhi, we are hearing that if Rahul Gandhi might contest from 2 seats, but your argument is also right when you say कि if he contests from Amethi, then they would come out with this argument that now see he's contesting from Wayanad and from Amethi, and once the elections are over, then he will leave 1 seat. So either way, BJP will not spare Rahul Gandhi or whoever contests from that seat.
Absolutely, that's what I said. No matter who contests, sorry.
But if Robert Vadra contests from Amethi, optics, of course, will be in favor of the BJP. They will have, but what will happen electorally? Can he get good vote there on the ground?
He'll get those committed Congress votes to मिल ही जाएंगे, but that too I'm not too sure of. Committed Congress votes to मिल ही जाएंगे. But why make him enter the electoral fray when it may not be, it may be worse for him than it could be for Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. And second is, but I also don't think he would have just said it off the cuff. Maybe he just wanted to keep the confusion going. So anyway, I think we should come to know, because I think the nomination ka last day sometime like 22nd or 23rd. Yeah. So I think they will, by which time I think the Congress party will, I'm told the nomination papers are ready, sab kuch bhar ke hai, bas naam dalna baki hai, whatever that means. But anyway, guys, this was really interesting, and it's lovely to chat with you, Arun. And I think I'm going to see you in Himachal next, most probably with Kangana. So just be careful.
100%.
Yeah, so this was great chat. We had great fun, and guys, do keep on tweeting, retweeting, and give your impressions of the social media. And there'll be more episodes, of course, Ask Anything, because election season has just begun. Thank you, Arun. Bye. See you.
Bye to everyone.